Do you really believe in the perfect murder?
Yes, absolutely. On paper, that is. But I doubt if I could carry it out.
Oh? Why not?
Well, because in stories, things usually turn out the way the author wants them to, and in real life, they don't.
You're trying to blackmail me into murdering your wife?
A few minutes' work, that's all it is. £1,000 in cash. Goodbye, dear.
Hello? 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 Hello?
There's something terribly wrong.
Something too frightful to water.
What's interesting about a butcher knife and a small saw?
Sitting around looking out of the window to kill time is one thing, but doing it the way you are with binoculars and wild opinions about every little thing you see is...
It's a secret private world you're looking into out there. People do a lot of things in private they couldn't possibly explain in public.
Let's start from the beginning again, Jeff. Tell me everything you saw. And what you think it means.
Lisa's loaded to her fingertips with love for you. I got 2 words of advice for you. Marry her.
She pay you much?
Oh.
The bird attacks have subsided for the time being. Bodega Bay seems to be the center, though there are reports of minor attacks on Sebastopol and a few on Santa Rosa. Most of the townspeople have managed to get out, but there are still some isolated pockets of people.
Birds are not aggressive creatures, miss.
I wonder if you could help me.
They bring beauty into the world.
I said I wonder if you could help me.
It is mankind, rather.
Guess what is it you're looking for, sir?
Lovebirds.
Lovebird, sir?
Who insists upon making it difficult for life to exist upon this planet.
What were the crows after at the school?
What do you think they were after?
I think they were after the children.
For what purpose?
To kill them.
Someone there? Who is it?
Look.
No, it seemed to swoop down at you deliberately.
These birds attacked.
Why are they doing this? They said when you got here, the whole thing started. Why?
What are you? Where did you come from? I think you're the cause of all this. I think you're evil! Evil!
This isn't at all your idea of a proposal, is it? It should be in a conservatory. You in a white frock with a red rose in your hand. And a violin playing at the distance.
I always did say that Englishmen have strange tastes. You'll certainly have your work cut out as mistress of Vanderley. To be perfectly frank with you, my dear, I can't see you doing it. You haven't the experience. You haven't the faintest idea of what it means to be a great lady. Of course, you know why he's marrying you, don't you? You haven't flattered yourself that he's in love with you. The fact is, that empty house got on his nerves to such an extent, he nearly went off his head. He just couldn't go on living alone.
You mustn't worry about old Max and his moods. One never knows what goes on in that quiet mind of his.
I wonder if I did a very selfish thing in marrying you.
We're happy, aren't we? Terribly happy.
How can I answer you when I don't know the answer myself? Happiness is something I know nothing about.
How could we be close when I knew you were always thinking of Rebecca? How could I even ask you to love me when I knew you loved Rebecca still?
Going to make use of that rather expressive, though somewhat old-fashioned term, foul play.
I beg your pardon. Aren't you Guy Haines? My name is Bruno Anthony. Want to hear one of my ideas for a perfect murder? Two fellows meet accidentally. No connection between them at all. Never saw each other before. Each one has somebody that he'd like to get rid of. So, they swap murders. Crisscross.
I may be old-fashioned, but I thought murder was against the law.
You think my theory's okay, Guy? You like it?
Sure, Bruno, sure. Now, everything didn't go smoothly. She doesn't want the divorce.
But you sound so savage, Guy.
Sure, I sound savage. I feel savage. I'd like to break her neck. Now, who did you say this is?
Bruno, Guy. Bruno Anthony. Don't you remember? On the train. Is your name Miriam?
Right here. How did you...
Help! Somebody, help!
Guy! Are you trying to tell me? Why, you maniac! But Guy, you wanted it.
There seems to be no way of diplomatically breaking tragic news. It concerns your wife. She's been murdered.
Miriam murdered?
She was strangled.
You're just as much in it as I am. We planned it on the train together.
Crisscross.
How did you get him to do it?
He's a maniac. I met him on the train going to Metcalf, and now a lunatic wants me to kill his father. Bruno, I've decided to do what you want.
I still think it'd be wonderful to have a man love you so much he'd kill for you.
Well, then am I correct, Mr. Haynes, in assuming that you have no intention of going ahead with our arrangement?
None whatsoever.
I don't like to be double-crossed. I have a murder on my conscience. But it's not my murder, Mr. Haynes. It's yours. I'm not going to shoot you, Mr. Haynes. I'll think of something better than that. Much better.
Better keep on your toes. Something funny's going on.
Guy Haynes is taking chances I've never seen him take.
Excuse me, madam. I need your help. We're chasing a man.
Haynes, hold it!
Vertigo, a feeling of dizziness, a swimming in the head. Figuratively, a state in which all things seem to be engulfed in a whirlpool of terror, as created by Alfred Hitchcock in the story that gives new meaning to the word suspense.
I don't want to die. There's someone inside me. She says I must die. Scotty, don't let me go.
A beautiful girl haunted by the desperate, unexplainable urge to destroy herself. A man possessed by the paralyzing vertigo that made him afraid of high places.
Easy now.
Oh, no. Well, this is a cinch. Here, I look up. I look down. I look up. I look...
What was the strange attraction that brought these two together, in spite of the dark forces that tore them apart? The specter from the past that drew her to the ancient headstone in the mission graveyard. The compulsion that drove her relentlessly to the point of no return. The story of a love so powerful it broke down all barriers between past and present, between life and death, between the golden girl in the dark tower and the tawdry redhead that he tried to remake in her image.
If I let you change me, will that do it? If I do what you tell me, will you love me?
Yes.
All right. All right, then I'll do it. Because I don't care anymore about me.
Oh, can we take a cab into Thornhill?
What, for 2 blocks?
You're late and I'm tired.
You know, that's your trouble, Maggie. You don't eat properly. All right. Here, taxi. I look heavyish to you.
What?
I feel heavyish. Put a note on my desk in the morning. Think thin.
Think thin.
What's that supposed to be?
Car's waiting outside. You will walk between us saying nothing.
What are you talking about?
Let's go.
Now, what the devil is all this about? Why was I brought here?
Games? Must we? My secretary is a great admirer of your methods, Mr. Kaplan.
I told you, I'm not Kaplan, whoever he is.
Do you intend to cooperate with us? I'd like a simple yes or no.
A simple no.
A pleasant journey, sir.
You see, they try to kill me. Well, I mean, after all, Your Honor, would I make up such a story?
That is precisely what we're intending to find out, Mr. Thornhill.
Well, she seemed to think I'm Kaplan. I wonder if I look like Kaplan. Do you know this man? You saw the newspapers. My fingerprints were on the knife. I'm a car thief, a drunk driver, and I murdered a man for revenge. I wouldn't have a chance. Tell me, why are you so good to me?
Shall I climb up and tell you why? How do I know you aren't a murderer?
You don't. Apparently, the only performance that'll satisfy you is when I play dead.
In your very next role.
You know, Edmund, you listen to me. I'm an advertising man, not a red herring. I've got a job, a secretary, a mother, 2 ex-wives, and several bartenders dependent upon me. And I don't intend to disappoint them all by getting myself slightly killed. Oops. I don't like the games you play, Professor.
War is hell, Mr. Thornhill, even when it's a cold one.
Is it 1 to 15, upper level?
Now, what little drama are we here for today?
What happened to the first two marriages?
Well, my wives divorced me.
Why?
Well, I think they said I led too dull a life.
Mr. Kaplan, we've had just about enough of you.
Listen up, we're on top of the monument.
Plains dusting crops where there ain't no crop.
Good night, Miss Thornhill.
Good night, sweetie.
Here we have a quiet little motel, when in fact it has now become known as the scene of the crime.
You have a vacancy?
Oh, we have 12 vacancies.
You know, this is the first place that looks like it's hiding from the world.
I think that we're all in our private traps, clamped in them. And none of us can ever get out.
Is anyone at home? Oh, that must be my mother.
Is anything wrong?
Am I acting as if there's something wrong?
She's not missing so much as she's run away.
Put me down.
Mother! Oh, God! Mother!
What are you running away from?
She looked like a wrong one to you?
It's not as if she were a maniac. She just goes a little mad sometimes.
Why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.